Following a little period of active weather through the northern plains, looks like November weather is going to settle down for a little bit. It will remain a little bit colder, though not unusually cold. This is the time of the year when you can get some pretty cold weather. November, mid-November, late November, it can go below zero with snow on the ground into the northern plains, even into as far south as Iowa. That's not happening. It's just going to be a little bit consistently colder. Pattern with that, though, looks generally drier. And the absence of widespread deep snows, at least so far, probably means that we will continue to have, if perhaps occasionally cold weather, nothing particularly frigid into the United States. And very little snow is expected, at least over the next 2-week period. Let's take a look at the pattern today. It is fairly cold across most of Canada, the Great Lakes, eastern parts of the Dakotas, with the dark blue areas indicating high temperatures near or below freezing. Not a lot of really crazy cold weather, though. The mild weather continues across the south, the hottest weather in the desert southwest, mostly the southern part of the Colorado River Valley and the southern Rio Grande Valley, where the only places that really have much shot at getting to anything approaching 90 degrees. There will be a bit of ridging, though, in the middle of the nation, the middle of the week, so we are going to do some snow melting from some of the late last week's snowfall across the Dakotas and Minnesota, and then cooler weather will start to build back in as the next low-pressure trough begins to take shape. But once again, we're not seeing the weather that's getting really crazy cold. It is very cold up in Alaska, Yukon, Northwest Territories, parts of the area around Hudson Bay and to the north. We'll be seeing some temperatures well below zero for highs, but that's going to stay up in the far north. A little bit of expansion of heat in the southwest toward the end of this week. Most of the Corn Belt, Great Lakes area will remain anything from like highs in the 30s to 40s to 50s across this area. Kind of some cool weather down in the deep south for this week. And even South Florida, it'll be nice and comfortable, but mostly 70s to maybe right around 80 degrees. Heading into the second week, another little brief ridge will build up, but as we're getting now onto Thanksgiving week, it's not going to bring any crazy warm weather, and it looks like the cool to cold weather will continue to hold around the Great Lakes and the Middle West. Then toward the end of this week, looks like we're heading toward a split flow pattern. That'll be toward the end of November. This is not a pattern that lends itself to particularly stormy weather. As far as precipitation goes, it looks like one system moving up out across central Canada. The northern Rockies will be buried in snow. Pacific Northwest gets rain. Showers along the southeastern part of the nation. A lot of the middle and southwest likely to stay all to mostly dry. And the second week of the period looks very quiet around Thanksgiving. If that holds, looks like holiday travel will be pretty good this year with a quiet pattern.